Shocking Hailey Bieber news. Hailey Bieber's company Rode reached out to me to work with me. We got to talk about this new drama. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call and we're just hanging out. We're just keeping each other company and we're being there for one another because, girl, at the end of the day, you know what, honey, sometimes we just need a little company, okay? So the whole vibe, FaceTime call, sleepover vibes from my very sparkly closet. And yeah, that's a little bit about me. So let me know a little bit about you in the comments below. Well, listen, best friend, I had a morning, honey. I had a morning, girl. And I have to tell you about this morning I had because I was like, girl, what is happening?
I'm confused.
Hello?
Oh, hello?
Hi, what should be your family don't stop today?
Can I do what?
What should be your senior McDonald's stop today?
I don't know what you said, but can I get a,
Huh? What? Oh. Okay.
So, okay, I need to walk you through it because this whole thing with Hailey Bieber Rode reaching out to me, like it really shocked me for a hot second, okay? So obviously you guys know when you are online, right, you get some offers from different companies to work with you. And what happens, how it begins is that they view you on social media, then they email you and they say like, hey, we're interested in a partnership. Would you want to maybe partner up? And then we'll talk about your fees and this and that. Well, listen, I know I'm real. I am realistic with my journey. I know I'm not, a huge influencer, right? But, some companies do reach out to me, but I don't know if I've fallen in a category of like I'm blacklisted in a way, because the thing is, some companies, and this is the truth, some companies do want you to lie for them and basically say that you've used a product for a very long time when you really haven't. And a lot of people do it. Most of the people do it. Now, I'm part of this agency online where, well, not really an agency, it's like just like this website where you put your deets, right? And then companies kind of browse through it and say, oh, you know what, let's work with this person, right? And unfortunately, I've had a lot of companies reach out to me that want me to lie a little bit, and I have made it perfectly clear that I will not do that. So when you are considered a, trouble type of client, you don't get a lot of offers, right? So anywho, so when I saw this, I was very shocked because again, most companies don't really reach out. That's just the truth. Well, anyways, best friend, I read an email this morning. I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning and no, actually like 6 something in the morning, but I saw this email at 7 and my eyes were still really like closed when I saw this email. Oh, best friend, I got to tell you about my morning. I woke up to this email. I was half asleep, girl, okay? And it was from Hailey Bieber's company, Rode, wanting to work with me, right? So picture this. It's 7 a.m. I'm like this. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Me and my pimple are just like, oh, this is pimple cream, by the way. We're just like, what? So I read this email saying, hello, we would love to discuss a promising collaboration regarding your channel. We are considering sponsorship options to promote Rode to your audience. If this sounds interesting, reach out to further negotiate the possibilities. Hope to hear from you soon. Sincerely, the Rode team. I was like, girl, what in the Stranger Things upside down is going on here? And then I thought, you know what? This wouldn't be such a bad idea because, companies know. Okay, not that I get many company offers, but they know that if they want to work with me, the first thing in my email says, look, if you want to work with me, I'm going to be very honest about your product. So this is a risk that you are taking, okay? Because I'm not going to lie. So I thought, you know what, girl? Maybe this wouldn't be such a bad idea because I will test out the products and really give it to you straight. But most companies always want you to kind of lie. So then I was like, what? I can't believe it. I'm like, girl, what was in that Hailey Bieber smoothie of hers this morning? Well, then, bitch, it turned out to be spam. But you know what, girl? I was actually excited to like try it because I'm like, you know what? You hear so many crazy stories from people that use Rode, and some very positive, of course. So I was like, I would be very, interested that it was. I did check the email, and it was like Rode at like 4567 WJ. It's spam, and Gmail's telling me it's spam. So anywho, that's the time I almost worked with Rode. Can you imagine me working with Rode? I would have been straight up honest. That's the thing, girl. If you ever see me promote something, expect the truth, girl. Okay. But anyways, Rode does not want to work with me, ho. So obviously, you guys, I mean, the first thing I thought was like, what?
Oh, what? Wait! Huh? Girl.
What? What?
My husband was still sleeping. I was like, girl, what is this? So, I'm trying to like open my eyes. I mean, first of all, I was half asleep. So I didn't even notice that road was spelled differently. Let's just put it there. So when I saw this email, I was like, a lot of thoughts came to my head. First thought was, they're very brave, because I have obviously publicly, spoken out about Hailey and Road and I've highlighted some of the negative feedback from some customers saying that some products broke them out, and some I've talked about the negative stuff, and I've also mentioned some positive stuff. So in my head I was like, damn, maybe they're reaching out to like the people who don't publicly like Hailey and want them to try it out and be fair with it, right? So my first initial thought was like, well, damn, that's very brave. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna accept it because I thought it was very interesting to if you are allowing me, if you're gonna pay me to try a product and really say what I think, then I think I respect you as a company, right? Because you want authentic reviews. You don't want bullshit lies that most people do on online. So my first initial thought was I was going to email them, and I was saying, I was like, this is me, right? And then second, I was about to, write them what I always write the other companies, which is, look, I would love to try out your product, but I'm gonna be very honest in my review. That's just the way it is, okay? So either you want to, get the risk of, I'm realistic. I know I'm not this huge influencer, but I'm a customer that I'm gonna review your product, right? So you don't have to be a celebrity to review a product or an influencer. So I was like, if you, in my head, I was, going to write the same email that I always write, which is, listen, I would love to try it, but if you are willing to accept an authentic review and a real review, then we can, continue this conversation over. Then I found out it was fucking scam. But I really kind of got, I kind of got inspired by this, and I was like, I think more companies should reach out to people. And they should, not reach out just to like the fans, right? They should reach out to people who maybe don't like you that much, or maybe you're not, you're not their cup of tea. And those would be the real authentic reviews. Obviously, there's some people out there who are going to say the products are horrible just because they hate Hailey. But again, I know that I can say, very, very, very firm that, I would never do that because, again, if I weren't authentic, I would have another product promoted every other day here, okay? That's just the truth. And because there was some time when I first got my YouTube plaque that I got a bunch of companies reaching out and wanting to work with me, and I would send them the email that I told you guys that, listen, if you want authenticity and you want a real review, great. Never heard back. So, I was like, really like, I think that they should do this. Like, I think it's a wonderful, way for everyone to say, hey, this person doesn't necessarily love the brand, owner or ex-owner or whatever, and they're saying that this lip gloss is great. You know what I mean? Like, it would add more trust into the company. But it turned out to be a scam. But I was so in shock. I was like, what is happening here? Like, I really truly in my heart, I promise, I got like nervous in the first like seconds of reading it, also I was half asleep because I was like, this is crazy. Like, but then again, I was like, damn, I actually really respect them for even thinking about working with someone like me who hasn't publicly been, on their team. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, anyways, that was my morning, you guys. A way to start Monday morning. I thought it was really funny. And that's the thing, you guys, like, I always say, money is tight. That's just the truth. Money is tight. And I would never promote a product that will have you guys spend your hard-earned money and, do something that is gonna bring you sadness or pain. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that doesn't add to longevity, and that doesn't add to good energy coming back to you. You guys know I believe a lot in karma. So yeah, anywho, that's kind of what happened. I thought it was really funny. I was laughing, and then I noticed it didn't even have the H. So yeah, of course it was a scam, but I thought it was really funny. And I, for a second respected Rode. And I was like, that's really fucking cool that you guys are reaching out to somebody who doesn't necessarily, love you guys and you're willing to take the risk, but turned out to be a scam. But I just thought it would be funny to share it with you guys. Anywho, love you guys so much for watching. I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. I don't take any of you guys for granted, and I hope you have a fabulous day, and I love you all very much. Mwah.